Hey guys, how's it going? It's 8-Bit Eric. Welcome to the channel. If you are brand new, please click that subscription button. Today we're going to talk about The Outer Worlds. Now, I have been looking forward to trying this game out ever since I saw its first initial, announcement. Now, I'm a big fan of game series like Fallout. In fact, I'm addicted to Fallout 4 and New Vegas. So I was like, wow, this looks exactly like a Fallout game. It has that weird, retro Neo type of look with the cars, the decorations, the decor, the way that the towns and the buildings look. And it has that sci-fi type of vibe to it. And it's a huge open world single player experience that has you, completing side quests and just exploring and meeting different characters, interacting with them and stuff. It's basically a lot like all these other huge open world action RPG games that we've gotten out throughout the years, like the Fallout series and Skyrim and stuff like that. So that's mostly what changed my tune when I finally saw some gameplay footage and stuff, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to check it out. It coming out on Xbox Game Pass also was a nice little welcome thing because I got to check it out for free. And I gotta say, I've been playing the sucker since yesterday. I played it all night, played it as soon as I got home today, and I've just been non-stop addicted to it. So this video is basically going to be my first impressions of it. So what is this game about? Well, it's kind of set in a alternate future where one of the U.S. presidents, McKinley, I believe. I'm not a U.S. major when it comes to history, but one of them didn't end up getting assassinated. So Theodore Roosevelt never took over. And then in return, huge corporations started to grow bigger than ever. And by the time the future hit, boom. We had huge space exploration, huge corporations and stuff, lots of different factions and things like that. So you play as a character that you create that is basically investigating different factions and this huge thing, seeing how big corporations are actually causing political despair and stuff like that in this game. I mean, yeah, it's kind of like a whole bunch of political mumbo jumbo like in most of these games go, but I will say the plot, I really just kind of enjoyed going and interacting with characters and meeting them and getting to learn a little bit more of the story as you go. There's a lot of choices that you have to make in this game. Some quests actually have multiple choices that you can do. So let's say somebody sets you out to go get a prototype or some kind of research that they had. You can grab that research and you can decide to take it back to them, or you can go and sell it off to somebody that likes secrets and stuff like that. And depending on what choices you do, it allows your character either get a reputation with a certain faction or to not get a favorable reputation with an opposing rival faction. So it's like Fallout in a sense like that, or Skyrim, other games similar like this, where based on your choices and your decision you make affects how the game treats you later on and stuff like that. So ideally, you're able to play the game multiple different times and choose to do certain things a different way or not, and it will change your outcome. You can also use, dialogue techniques. You get a skill tree, of course, like most of these games, where you can persuade people, you can lie to them, you can convince them and intimidate. So the dialogue trees in this game actually go a long way with helping develop and flesh out that story. The basic premise of the plot is the same for everybody, but once you get going, find your play style and play stuff your way, then the game comes different for everyone. Now, there's a lot of exploration elements. You could eventually travel from planet to planet once you get your ship up and running. You can get companions that help you battle and explore and stuff like that. They even kind of get you going on some side quests and stuff. There's a lot of characterization and plot points with this. It seems to me that in regards to how Fallout 4's companions were to how the Outer World companions were, the companions in this game are actually a lot more efficient, a lot more smart when it comes to their AI. They're fleshed out. You can have some decent dialogue trees with them, and you basically have your own crew on your ship. The graphics, I think, look spectacular on here. They did a good job of setting the atmosphere and stuff for different planets. You could find some planets that just have a lot of detail in them, a lot of animals, different creatures. You can find hostile enemies in the shape of actual humans, aliens, and creatures. Definitely a lot to do on the map and everything. Sometimes it feels like stuff is a little closed in at times. Point A to point B won't be that far, but then there's some planets where it feels like you have a lot of traveling to do. There's a lot of weaponry and lots of armor in this game as well. You can find all sorts of cool weapons, and you're able to actually destroy them to get supplies, to create them more. There's workbench, there's crafting. There's a lot of stuff to do in this game, especially the armor. I think the armor is actually really neat. Luckily, you get thrown into battle quite often, and at times you'll find yourself just picking up everything you can to trade and sell and to craft into different stuff like that. It's always like in games like this where I become too encumbered, where I have too much weight and too much inventory, so I'm not able to fast travel. I have that problem in Skyrim. I have that problem in the Outer Worlds now, but it's actually a lot of fun just kind of looking around and seeing what you can find into, seeing what doors you can lockpick, seeing what computers you can hack, and just kind of going off the beaten path. I know in a lot of games like this, they have a set campaign, mission, you know, trail where you go from point A, point B, that sends you to C and stuff like that. For me, a lot of the times, I just kind of trail off, kind of do my own thing, see what I can meet, see what I could find, see if I could find some armor and weaponry that I'm not supposed to find until later, even if I can't use it because I'm not a certain level. But, you know, this game was immensely bigger than I even pictured it. I would say, honestly, they did a very good job to this. And again, I'm a fan of games just like, you know, Fallout and stuff like that. So this cheesy sci-fi 1950s, 60s style of like decorum and stuff like that, with the environment, the buildings, the way the characters interact, and everything like that, I'm a pure sucker for. So my first impressions of this game in total were amazing. Not to mention, there's a lot of random achievements on Xbox alone. I'm assuming also on PlayStation 4, you can get some trophies that are random. I'm a sucker for stuff like that. This is supposed to be coming out on the Nintendo Switch eventually. It's not coming the same time that PlayStation and Xbox are, which is kind of unfortunate, but I am interested to see how the Nintendo Switch version will perform. See if it's as polished as the Xbox Game Pass version is. I'm going to have to say, you know, for the Nintendo Switch, there's not going to be achievements or trophies or anything like that, which is kind of disheartening. That's one thing that I think Nintendo does lack in. So if you were to get this, if you have an Xbox, it's on Game Pass. You can try it out for free, technically, on Game Pass if you have the membership, and find it out for yourself. So that alone tells me, hey, if you have Game Pass, there's no reason why you shouldn't be checking the Outer Worlds out, because it's actually a really amazing game. I'm a sucker for it. I get addicted. These things are like time sinks for me. So I definitely can say, if you like open world games as much as I do, you will have a lot of fun with this. It doesn't seem like it's glitchy at all. You know, Fallout 4 was a glitchy mess. I haven't run into many glitches in the Outer Worlds, so the gameplay, the way that it plays, it feels pretty good. I don't recall too much in way of like any kind of lag or slowdown or any kind of missions messing up or my gameplay kind of just getting out of frame and things like that. So far, the game has run pretty good. Controls, your standard. You know, you gotta duck, you can sneak, you can crawl, you can jump, you can switch your weapons out, you have a whole bunch of items in inventory. So if you're familiar with games like this, you can literally just jump into the Outer Worlds and just start grinding and going on missions and stuff and exploring other planets and things like that, because there is so much to do in this game. And for that much alone, for it being on Game Pass, if you have Xbox One, I would say check it out. If not, if you have PlayStation, go ahead and buy it. And if you don't have PlayStation or Xbox, get it whenever it comes out on the Switch, because this is a awesome new franchise that just came out that I have a feeling is going to be the start of something great. And I'm looking forward to seeing what the future holds for the Outer World series, because holy cow, did this catch me off guard and by surprise, guys. And well, you know what? That is it for today's video. Thanks a lot for watching. I will see you on the next one. Don't forget, again, if this is your first time coming here, please throw that subscription. Don't forget to click that like button. I'll see you on the next one. Have a great day. Peace out. Consider supporting 8-Bit Eric on Patreon for just $1 a month. Link below in the description. You want to become part of the hashtag 8BE Nation, guys? Well, be sure to pick up your official merch, now available online. Link is below in the description. We got classic t-shirts, tank tops, hoodies, and even women's apparel. Don't forget, pick up your official merch now. And while you're at it, guys, feel free to watch the next video, or why don't you catch up on one that you might have previously missed. Thanks again, guys, for all the support. I couldn't do this without you. You guys are amazing, and don't forget to subscribe and click that like button if you are brand new. Thanks again, guys. Peace out.